How's it going, guys? Welcome back. So, quick little update on what the hell's been going on. As you can probably see by the time lapse, it got a little bit crazy. So, we had a bit of an update, which meant that you could only break the rock, this rock, could only be broken by explosives, a drill, or a ripper. So I used a ripper on the back of a dozer. The problem was, I ripped 2 lines down the middle of this. And unfortunately, the dev had kind of forgot to tick a box, if you like. So when I ripped it, what actually happened was it turned everything that the ripper touched into dirt, which meant what was coal and pay dirt all down here, as you can see the grass texture, suddenly became just normal dirt, which has seen me then struggling to make some money and end up piling a big mound of dirt here, because it also kind of had a little bit of a tricky situation with how the dirt actually behaves. So instead of being able to scoop it and bucket it up, what I ended up doing was doubling the size of the problem. Just what happened. Thankfully, that only happened for like 12 hours and it has now been fixed. But that means the plant upstairs has got to change. So all of this, now we need to change. As you see, this is the problem that I was saying before about I've managed to fill this hole in. And now obviously I want all this muck over there, but I keep loading it up and I don't come checking back, and this is the situation that happens. What I was saying to you though, because we now have to break rock in a specific way, we are potentially going to benefit from putting the rest of the plant in. So we're talking about the jaw crusher and the cone crusher. So how about we do that then? How about we just change things up a bit and we do that? So what we could do is, if I swap this belt, that's the problem. I need an up and then I can come down here. So yeah, I'm going to get an incline and I'm going to get the 2 crushers and hopefully we should be good. So the idea here, oh, actually I want to run this all the way through. Ooh. So what we can do for the meantime, while that's still running, is we can get rid of this little hopper here. And then we want to put in, it goes jaw crusher first. So, somewhere there. Less than ideal. There we go. Jaw crusher first. So what we can do is turn this on. Actually, we'll wait. We'll just go and load all this truck first. And we'll just tip this down the hill. But I do need a way to move that dirt around. Just to throw it over here. Just to level this all out. And we'll just turn off the ore lock, because it doesn't matter if we bounce and shake all around down here. So we'll get that going. So what's that going to do is going to fill this up, hopefully. So what we can do in preparation is we can get rid of this one because it's not currently getting loaded. Put that in. Okay, so here's the thing. We need to change all of this up now. So I want to get rid of the sorting drum from there, the crusher from there, and I think I'm going to try, if I can, squeeze the sorting drum in here. This isn't going to work very well, is it? I want the sorting drum in there. Load up that belt. See, it pushes everything across a bit, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit too far. Okay, so we need that, and we need that. Now, we want cone crusher last. So if we can cone crush here. So we do cone crusher there. Jaw crusher up top. Is it going to let me do that? Come on. Surely. There. I can reach that, I can reach that. Now I just need to conveyor into that from there. That shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Maybe. Is that gonna work? Or do I want to be down one? I mean, it probably shouldn't. But there's no harm in trying. And then small hopper there, which should then line everything up, right? So, let's see. I'll just go dig a big chunk and see what happens to it inside the sorter. It'd be helpful if we got this guy underneath the sorter. I'm hoping it'll go in. Hoping it'll go in. I guess you just never really know, because it might just fall and just... Let's go grab the loader and see what happens. Big old scoop of anything and everything. Shoot. Offload that. Solid. So that's going up there. So if we go to the top, we can go into here. Nothing's turned up yet. Okay, cool. Come on. Come on. Boy, it's slow. But it's got a long way to go up though, right? Okay, so what happens then if we turn this on? Where is it going to spit out material? Some gets there. Some goes there. That happy? Are we happy? I think we're happy. It's quite clearly just dirt that's coming out. Not a lot else seems to be being sorted. Oh yeah, there we go. So we are getting the blasted rock, we are getting the coal coming through, that's fine. So that works, that works. And I'm just assuming then that that's all going into the crushers. So if we turn this on, yeah, so we've got some more in there, which will feed up that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we can sort of stop everything from spinning around when it's not necessarily working. But yeah, it's all getting passed through the belts anyway. But it is all getting passed through the belts if there is any material to look at. So that's fine. So this is going to help us make a little bit more money. I know I was saying about paying off the loan first, but you've also got to spend money to make money, and that's where we're at now. So yes, we've just bought a couple of crushers and stuff. But that is going to help us make a bit more money, because it's going to turn this stuff into a more valuable resource. So we'll make a little bit more. And we're not that far off of paying back the loan, really. We are at 670 at the moment, and the current loan repayment is 86. So yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, so that's helped us out a little bit. Dirt truck's still filling up, and yeah, we'll just keep digging this hole until we're able to pay off this loan, I guess. Look at it. So sad. It was just so unfortunate that when I ripped it, it turned it to dirt, because there's a big chunk of coal that we missed out on there. But it is what it is. I'll keep digging this hole and we'll throw back to the time lapse. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So I've come back up here because we've got to keep this running. What I've decided to do is run the sorter, but leave the jaw crusher off, so that the jaw crusher fills up a bit after the sorter. And then what I've done is I've turned the jaw crusher off and put the cone crusher on, just because the running costs, obviously, it's starting to get up there now. It's $100 per hour just to run the jaw crusher and $50 of fuel, versus $150 hourly running costs of the cone crusher and $50 of fuel. The sorter is up there, still expensive at $50 each way. So I'm trying to get the balance right so that I'm not just running the entire plant endlessly. The only problem with that is, obviously, I want this to empty now and again. We are actually getting a lot more money. A lot more money for our issues. Let's see, if I turn this off, we should be able to see. Get a little update after the next sort of tick over of the server. I really need to sort out how to optimize all this, because this is where my biggest holdup is now. So whether I just run this into a big pile somewhere or what. But the problem with that is, as you saw when it was coming off the conveyor that used to just come out here to fill this hole up, it will just stack up and 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 up. So it's a little bit tricky on how it kind of piles up, and make things easy to just kind of run it off somewhere, let it pile up into, you know, a big pile, just because it kind of just makes a tower. But I need to find a way that's a little bit more efficient than just running it backwards and forwards in the dump truck, because that's going to be where I'm losing a lot of time now. Ultimately, I could just run it straight into sell, would just as beneficial, to be fair. But I kind of keep glancing over yonder, and I know I was saying about making this a nice flat pad out here. I might be changing my mind, because you see that little dirt squiggle there? Well, that kind of is headed that way. I guess that's north, towards that little red shack up there, because I know we've got to deliver fuel and stuff. I was thinking maybe we could just sort of run it out, just at least give us a clue about where I might run a road in. I also know that there's also another... Where are you? Somewhere over the distance over there. There's another little fuel depot thing. Where's he gone? Over that way somewhere. So, you know, filling in the valley, making it smoother, I'm not too sure, but I just kind of wish it was easier in a way to stockpile the dirt. Right now it's a little bit problematic. But yeah, I think that's where we're at so far. Digging down is taking some time, and it's a little bit, like I say, it's a little bit frustrating because of that hiccup that happened the other day when I used the ripper and I turned all my coal to dirt. So it's been a little bit like kind of frustrating in that the finances that we should have been getting, we haven't been getting due to, you know, these things that happen. But I'm not here to moan about that. It's just the unfortunates of it all. Is a little bit more of a profit this way, running it through the crushers. I know people are like wondering if it works or doesn't work. I tested it a while back and it does work. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. My only worry is the cost. Obviously, I'm trying to get some profit coming in, and we are doing. You see those green numbers. But the last production upkeep was just over $1,000. Last production upkeep was just over $1,000, but it also depends on how long you're getting stuff running for as well. Because sometimes you kind of seems that you can trick it a bit. So if I shut everything off, save, log out, and come back in, sometimes it doesn't realise that you've been running it. So, but for now, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere where we get a digger. I want to get an excavator down there. Just start scraping some walls out. Front end loader's good. I want to start sort of benching it, doing it with a digger. And I might need to get another truck if that's the case. Unless I just don't fill this up. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, it's Scrappy. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Ciao for now. Bye.